Conqueror, Yuumi, and Aphelios are all getting nerfed in one patch? It looks like 2020 is finally looking up. Hello summoners and welcome back to another ProGuides video. My name is Zyrene and today we'll be giving you the patch preview change list for 10.13. We just received some confirmed news from Riot Games that these are the list of champions that are being nerfed or buffed next patch. The specific changes aren't out yet, but we'll cover those in our upcoming changes video, which will be released tomorrow when all of the details have been revealed. So hit that sub button to be notified of that and stay alert because this will be a massive patch. But before we get started, make sure to join our brand new Discord and also check out ProGuides.com. There we have some really amazing coaches who can help you step up your game and get you into the next rank. We also have daily live classes from top tier instructors and courses made by your favorite pro players such as Doublelift. Trust me guys, you do not want to miss out on this, so click the link in the description and rank up now. Alright, now let's jump right into the preview. To start things off, let's cover the list of champion nerfs first. In patch 10.13, Yuumi, Syndra, Ornn, Cassiopeia, Aphelios, and Kalista will all receive nerfs. Okay, so first off, this is a pretty solid list of nerfs for patch 10.13. Every single one of these champions have been extremely oppressive and were highly contested champions in both pro play and solo queue. Picks like Cassiopeia and Kalista top are just unfun to play against, and I'm glad Riot is finally doing something about this. I just hope that they don't nerf Kalista completely into the ground, because she was in the gutter for so long before she became a strong pick a few patches ago. As for champions like Yuumi and Aphelios, I really don't mind a few hard nerfs for those two. I mean, 200 years of collective experience is really hard to beat, so their nerfs were definitely overdue. Lastly, champions like Ornn and Syndra were just really solid picks for pro play, and it looks like Riot wants to shake up the meta again. Next up, let's cover the list of buffs. The champions who will receive buffs next patch are Nocturne Jungle, Yorick, Ryze, Gnar, Vi, Lucian, Rakan, Kog'Maw, and Nunu. Now here we have a few questionable picks. Lucian just received a huge buff to his passive crit recently and is being buffed again. At this point, it's safe to say that Lucian top will likely dominate the Rift next patch, even if the buffs in 10.13 are minor. Also, some of these champions aren't even that weak right now. It felt like Rakan and Yorick were in good spots in the meta where they aren't heavily contested but aren't weak either. As for champions like Gnar, this champion has received like 50 major buffs in the past few months, and it looks like Riot really needs to sell some Gnar skins. One trend that I've noticed is that they keep buffing his Mega Gnar power instead of Mini Gnar because his laning phase could become Kalista 2.0. Next up for Ryze, Nocturne, and Vi, I don't really mind the buffs for these champions. Ryze has been seeing a lot less play recently, and Nocturne has become way better in the mid lane rather than the jungle. Vi's pick rate has pretty much gone down the drain because she's just a bootleg version of Set right now. Lastly, for Kog'Maw and Nunu, Riot are looking to buff their AP off builds. Kog'Maw is getting some extra power to his Q and R AP ratios, and Nunu is getting some more healing and damage to his Q. On top of that, he's also getting an R shield AP ratio. Lastly, let's cover some system changes happening next patch. If you've been following our channel recently, you're probably aware of the Conqueror nerfs happening in 10.13. Basically, the stacking has been changed from 10 to 12, and the adaptive damage per stack is changed from 2 to 5 to 1.7 to 4.2. Overall, it's a pretty significant nerf for ranged champions, but for melee champions, it won't matter too much. We go more in depth about the math in our previous video covering these specific changes, so make sure to check it out in the description below. Next up for system changes, Death's Dance is being nerfed for ranged users. Pretty much every ADC has been building this item because it's just overpowered. Champions like Ezreal, Aphelios, Kai'Sa, Xayah, and so many others have been building this as a core item due to its raw power. It looks like the balanced team doesn't want to give ADCs that much survivability, so they're nerfing it in 10.13. On a final note, we have one last change which isn't a balance change, but it is actually pretty big nonetheless. In patch 10.13, Champ Select reporting and muting will be added. So if someone holds a lobby hostage or decides to flame you in Champion Select, you can actually report them and mute them right away. I absolutely love this change, and we've been asking for it since season 3 or 4, so thank God it took them 7 years to implement this, but it is better late than never. Like we mentioned earlier, guys, this is all the information that is available as of right now. However, these are the confirmed list of champions that will receive changes in patch 10.13. We'll make sure to release our upcoming changes video tomorrow or the day after to cover every buff and every nerf in detail, so smash that sub button to stay notified. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys on the Rift.